I like it, the fact that we were at Tap and Bottle purchasing this, that Scott, owner of Tap and Bottle, actually selected this as his beer to drink for the kickoff to watch his Nebraska Cornhuskers start the college football season.
Yeah, and then they wound up not getting to do that because the game was rained out and lightninged out.
Oh, did it do? Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, because there's someone else in chat that is also a Cornhuskers fan.
Oh, okay.
And then later it was like, they had to postpone the game, or I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know when they were gonna redo it or whatever. But anyway, it got called off. But yeah, that was actually really cool because we went in. They had this. I couldn't believe they already had it out because it's a September release that we got it that fast, which is cool. And then, all of a sudden he was like, "Oh yeah, you should try this one. It's good." And then he was like, "All right, I'm going to go watch the football, what a game." And he literally went to the case, grabbed
right in front
one,
of
and was
us,
like, "This is what I'm going to have."
Yeah.
He went and left. So
yeah, all the draft selections he has, all the beers he had.
Yeah.
That was the one he went to. So
that is definitely a reason why we had to go ahead and give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And the beverage that we're about today is the Spaceways from Modern Times Beer. It's a hazy IPA, focused on the Nelson hop, but it does have a few others in there as well.
Yeah, it uses also Simcoe Motueka, which I think I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not, but I believe that I am. So it's got those two in there as well. 6.7% ABV and 40 IBUs. So not crazy IBUs.
No, not crazy
at all. But like I said, hopefully Modern Times loves their paragraphs about their beer. They're fairly tight and concise,
right?
But they're also very glowing. Which, if you're making something, you should be excited about it.
You should be. Absolutely.
They've really built this one up, and a lot of their beers are very good. Some of them are excellent. So hopefully this fits into the excellent category because I've been pretty excited for this.
Well, and the description uses the word replete.
Yeah.
Like I said,
you like that.
Previous to this, love that word.
Love that word.
There's certain words that you love, replete.
So anyway, the couple things we do want to talk about is the can. So I was able to find this picture right here, which is the correct color of the can. It is now this purple thing, but even still on their website, it is, excuse me, it is a white can and it has the stripes down at the bottom. So they had to make a change.
Right.
Man, I don't know what happened there all of a sudden. I was so excited about the purple can. It took over my throat. But yeah, so they made this change, and you can tell that they had to label over some of their other cans, which we've heard about actually from Scott.
And other things.
We kind of heard it, but then he was even reinforcing it that there's been a can shortage.
Yeah.
Because so many breweries now in America are doing this. It's not because like aluminum is in short supply. It's just they can't keep up with the demand.
Right.
So they're having to label over different things. So maybe if we have the actual can, we can talk about it a little bit easier, but I don't have it here on the table. Someone has that, and I cannot remember.
Round up the usual suspects.
There's only one suspect, and he's got it.
Yeah, he does. Ooh, that purple kind of does fit right into that.
It does.
Blue.
It's a little darker on there because of the lighting, but
I do like the purple can.
It's nice.
Better, but it makes me think of grape.
Yes.
So I always associate that color with
grape, which Nelson is a Sauvignon Blanc-esque hop, and Sauvignon Blanc is a
grape.
Excellent.
But I think of like grape gum, grape,
this is true.
Yeah. That kind
Bubblicious.
of grape.
Let's have that Hubba Bubba IPA right now.
And we even talked about that. Remember that? Well, that was another podcast we did, and we were like, "What is the flavor of grape that we know as grape, not grapes?"
No.
Yeah. What makes that up? Anyway,
what comprises that? Is it repeal? I actually don't think that fits, but I wanted you to be happy I used that word.
Oh, replete.
Replete. Damn it.
Not repeal.
See,
I don't want you to repeal. Unless
repeal that can.
Taking
actually,
it off.
I do want you to repeal that can from Phil
Yes,
Collins.
we're
this. Let's grab that from him, and then we can talk briefly about the label. So you can tell. You might be able to tell in there. Okay, so if you're looking at this can, right at the top, you can see all these stripes and whatnot. That is from one of their other beers. I think it's the Fraxos.
Yeah.
Which was one of their seasonals. They used that. But when I was telling Keith earlier, I was like, oh, I could tell they reused it. And he's like, oh, we're up here. And I was like, actually, I noticed something different. Look, in the Modern Times, you can see through the white.
Oh, yes. That's why I'm assuming that's probably why they changed the color of that label.
Yeah. Because that probably would not have covered up that.
So now these were just extra cans that they never used?
Correct.
And we're probably just saving them until next year.
Right.
They probably have.
And they're like, we need to use them now.
We need to use them now.
Yeah, because
okay.
we won't need
All
them
right,
until
that's
next year.
interesting.
So they labeled these. So anyway, on the can itself, it's the label goes over it, and you can see the Fraxos stuff actually on there, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
The other thing that is interesting is that the information on here is also different than their website. It's 50 IBUs, and the final gravity is 1.012 as opposed to 16. Probably not going to make a big difference, but everything else seems to be the same. Let's start drinking.
So what does the final gravity tell? It tells us what again?
Well, you need to, once you have the original gravity and the final gravity, the difference between that, that's how you figure out your alcohol.
That's the alcohol.
That's the sugar
right.
that's been.
Okay. I pushed the wrong
The
button.
sugar's
didn't
been
I?
enjoyed. I know. You always go back to that one. Look, you want Phil.
I know.
I even put a picture of Phil.
Go for Phil. I know. I'm still learning how to use the Stream Deck, everyone.
That's
Bear
all right.
with me.
That's all right. We're having a lot of fun with the
Bear
Stream
with
Deck,
me.
though.
Yes, we are. We need to have like just a session where we update the Stream Deck because I think we have a lot of good ideas. We forget.
Yeah, we do. We need to start going
Watch
through
some
things.
of those things.
Start adding. And what I love too, we both wound up buying a 4-pack of this
Yes, we did.
while we were there.
Yep.
And we both made a pact as we were there not to have one, even though they were staring at us in the face. We're like, well, wait, I won't have this. I've been talking about it all week. I'm like, my brother is a man of his word. He's never let me down in that way. And I was like, you're not going to have this. Is going to be our first tasting is going to be live. And that's just the way it's meant to be. And so
don't recall that
I think
conversation.
that's, I 100%, I'll have to talk to Scott about that.
I don't recall that conversation. I said we should do this for a podcast, but I didn't.
Yeah, and that immediately means like you shouldn't taste it before.
A sovereign oath that we weren't going to drink it.
Well, the cuts that we made on our hand, and then we shook hands. There was a blood oath.
Blood
what
oath.
is going on? Do you not remember any of this?
I don't remember that part. No.
Man, we shouldn't.
think
We
I
really
remember
shouldn't
that.
drink that many beers when we're buying beverages.
That's true. Or as many potent beers.
yeah, exactly.
Why are my hands all bloody?
Yeah, why are my hands bleeding again?
We made an oath.
So
yes,
think
I have had this. Yes, I did. I had one.
Did you?
Disappointed!
Yeah, I'm disappointed. yeah. I'm glad I had that one ready to go. It worked out well there.
I get it.
All right, let's just get to it. Let's
Yep.
let's do some tasting.
Definitely hazy.
Hazy, kind of lemon orange,
Orange.
oranges.
It's orange.
I made a pact with Keith, and he broke it.
You made it?
Exactly. That's exactly.
Wait,
what I
see,
did.
you didn't.
I know, but now you've talked too much. Then
I didn't say anything.
you've said everything.
You're the one who said
You've given everything away. I know where the poison is.
Ionic powder.
yeah.
No, that's definitely that. Yeah, that's good actually. Yellow, orange,
Orange.
lemon, orange.
Orman.
Susie Orman.
Orangeman? Yeah, Susan Orman. Do you want to tell me what you can remember from the other 4 that you already had?
I haven't had 4.
Mm-hmm.
I had 1.
Okay.
Because I was so disappointed with the 2 that I had that night.
Oh, okay.
When
the
we
other
were
beers,
out.
not this
Yeah.
one. Okay.
Yeah, not that. No. The 2 that I had when we were out.
Well, it smells delicious.
It does.
It's definitely kind of like passion fruit, stone fruit, like there's like a little bit of funk in there too.
But
there's a little sweet, like a vanilla.
Well,
like
there's a
little
lower note. Is that
Oh, there's like an orange in there too. Maybe I put that in
is
my
that
head.
the malt though? Am I getting the There's like cuz you're saying sweet. So but I don't get it
I'm
like
getting like a sweet vanilla bean kind of thing, like a little bit of
Okay,
a light,
'cause I
like a
get-
high sweet note like that.
there's
Very light.
something-
That's very light though. The big star is like I said, it's like passion fruit, orange.
To me, there's something though that's lower that jumps out, and maybe I am misidentifying that, and it should be one of the hops. But to me, it's like more of a
Could be the Simcoe.
or
the Motueka.
sticky, like a malty, not bready, but like
Icky?
not icky. It's definitely not icky.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get a little funk in there though. That to me is like the low note. Like I get fruit, a little bit of funk, and then that little sweet thing like of how I get things in order, not in,
See,
in
I don't
strength.
that note. If that's that note, and we're talking about the same way, I don't qualify that as funk.
Oh, okay.
I actually, not that I don't like funk, but I actually
You do. Who needs the funk?
we want the funk.
Exactly.
But anyway, so all right.
I guess we taste now.
Yeah, well, I've had it.
Okay.
This is old news to me.
You
No,
son of a bitch. That's pretty good. That's pretty tasty.
yes, it is. So are you impressed that I at least stopped at 1?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. I think this would, well, because this is pretty easy drinking. because as you can see, like I said, I took 2 or 3 sips there. Well, maybe not. Maybe you didn't see I took that many, but I did because it was so quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, that's very easy drinking. I could use a little. There's a light bitterness that kind of hits, but it goes away really quick. Like the finish is pretty smooth, which is nice.
Yeah.
But I almost could go for a slight more bitterness.
Yeah, I could a little more hop in the taste would be better.
Yeah.
But that's where I get though, and like I said, so maybe it is a hop that I'm tasting. I get that lower note in the taste as well.
Mm-hmm. I get more of that in the taste.
And I was wondering, is that what? That's one of the hops then? Probably not the malt.
I mean, I don't know what they use for they use 2-row, wheat malt, and oats. So there's not like much in the grain bill. The wheat malt, like, because that's what they're always using in the hazy stuff, is they use that wheat malt. Like, I don't know if that kind of hits a little more. Like, do you get that when you have other hazy IPAs, or is that?
No, this one is different that way.
So I would think it would be more the hop.
It's okay.
If it was like every time you had a hazy IPA, you get some of that, like in different degrees, then I would say like that could be like that.
Okay.
But if you're getting it kind of more unique to this one, I would say it's
definitely unique to this one. So then what would be cool is if they had like if you could make, I mean, I know with the pellets and stuff we can smell those, but it'd almost be cool to like have like a hop liquid mixture where you could like just smell and kind of get familiar with the hop itself.
Well, I mean,
you could like that.
I mean, you could steep it like a tea, like we talked about. Like you could take a little. I mean, it'd still be pretty. And it's still always too. It's like, you really don't know how something's going to come together till you actually brew it or make it or whatever. So there's a lot of chemical reactions and changes that happen in there too.
Yeah.
So you can. I mean, I think it's a good starting point. Like it can give you an idea of like, oh wow, that's really But there was some that they're like that it's surprising how much they can come through even when you use a small amount of it. Like it's depending on the hop. But like I'm assuming the majority of this obviously is Nelson because they're really hitting that one up. But this is really good. It's really balanced. It's not one of those ones like some beers lately you open them up and it's almost like they're hitting you over the head, which is cool. Like when you're like, oh my, like, we've had ones where you're pouring them and you're like, oh my God, I'm already smelling it, whatever. This wasn't that.
No.
But it's still very good. And I like the complexity of things in it.
Yes.
And I think that's what makes it really good.
Yeah, I agree. I like that lower note, whatever that hop or the way those hops play off of each other or just whatever that is. There's something in there that's really cool, actually.
I'm excited to have another 3.
I have 3.
Okay. How many of those are you going to pour down the drain, like the Stone 22nd anniversary?
None of these will be poured down the drain.
Excellent. That is the response I want to hear.
Yeah.
And the other thing I want to see is that if you are interested in things like this, we have other videos, reviews, podcasts, all that kind of stuff at AboutBeverages.com. That is the place where you can go to...
It's one of those.
I know. Which one is it? You can go back here.
I got to get rid of that. Okay.
There you go.
Damn it. Okay.
The place to go, AboutBeverages.com.
That's right.
That is the place where you can find older videos, reviews, all those kinds of different things, along with some older recipes and stuff like that. We used to do a little more of that. We might get back into that a little bit more because we really enjoyed that when we did the mixed drink the other day with the Manhattan.
So
I'd like
fun.
to do, like every once in a while, do like a mixed beverage where we can put up the recipe and stuff like that. I think that's a lot of fun. But if you only want videos and you are frightened to go to websites that you are not familiar with, there is one that seems to be gaining some traction. It's kind of hitting more with the kids, but I think it's going to be something. If you have investment capital, it's called YouTube. I think that's it. YouTube. No, YouTube.
No, it's spelled U-T-U-B-E. I think
YouTube. I think it's YouTube.
Oh no, Y-O-U.
You can goggle that and see if that's the correct thing. But yeah, so we are on YouTube. Obviously, it's About Beverages on YouTube, and you can find all of our most recent videos and things there for your viewing enjoyment.
Yes.
And the final thing that I want to talk about is if you want to watch us live, if you want a longer version of all this merriment, and you want to interact like people have been doing all night long on Thursdays, at usually around 6:30 Pacific. You go to twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, and you can have some fun with us there.
Yeah. You see, obviously we do these podcasts, but we're talking before and after and getting a little crazy, getting a little silly, talking music, talking whatever you'd like to talk. But that's where we will be doing that.
But, as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.